Oh, sorry about the wait. I was washing my one plate, and I misjudged how long the song would be. Apologies. So, Bard from Eternity, Taxi 2 stunk. The intro lasted extra long. I was washing a dish. Misjudged. Today we're on that cocaine ants once again. I had an experience. We're about to kill Krill's Sudaroth. Did Sudaroth do this? I bet Sudaroth is behind this. One-winged crab. Your pronunciation was almost perfect on that. I was trying to shift it towards Sephiroth to make a joke, but I mean, sight unseen. I don't know who that guy is, but I gave it a decent shot. Shall we enter into game screen on for this Saturday? You know, part of streaming every single day at different times, it looks erratic. It looks like there's no pattern, but they don't get it. I'm seeing when my viewers randomly happen to be online and awake, because they're from all over the world. And I'm just taking notes. Fourth dimensional chess. And also, I've been going live whenever I really have time to, because I got to fit it in somewhere every day. So really, you know, it's column A, column B kind of thing. He's the commander of the forces of Zamorak in the God Wars dungeon. God Wars. Nice. Before I had little purpose. I was just kind of moseying, meandering, playing my alt, you know, the little witch lady, 89. And I had an experience. I logged in to my main, quote unquote, which, you know, Cho'Gathou was season 1, actually huge was season 2, and Craterhoof Behemoth was season 3. And I logged in on him, and I'm like, hey, I just killed the Special Abyss boss on my alt with way worse gear and lower level than my main. So I'm going to go kill that Abyss boss. I tried to kill him like 7 times. And just one shot anytime a green thing hit me. I had to, you have to stand still to physically attack enemies. And the boss just puts a degen zone right under its own feet that will kill you from full. And he just sits there. He just stands in it. And my God, you see his eye holes he's got here? Like they even look a little sad, with the eyebrows on them. And I'm just looking at that. I'm like, can you not stand in a degen zone that kills me in 1 second? Can you move? And the only time he ever moved was to teleport and do the fucking Dudley come from the sky, and smash down. Street Fighter 4. And if you dodge roll it, it's fine. But if you screw up, you get one shot. And I'm just like, I don't think I can actually beat this guy. So I fought him, I don't know, 8 times in a row. And I just left. And I'm like, that's it. That's the last straw. That's the last straw. Friendship ended with Craterhoof Behemoth. New friend request accepted. Cabal Ritual. No longer calling her the alt, even though she has worse gear by a lot than him, and is lower level, and started out as the alt. It's over. So positives and negatives. Warrior Titan, his map clear is significantly better than hers. Probably in the realm of, at best, twice as fast, and at worst, maybe 10% faster. Kind of depends on where the clumps are and how things are going. And then when it comes to bosses, stuff that the warrior, I would need to respec him entirely and change his gear and change my passive tree and change my skill gems and change my weapons to be able to reasonably beat some encounter. And she just runs into it, doesn't know what any of the abilities do, and the boss just dies. So bossing, I'm going to give a point to Witch. And mapping, I'm going to give a point to the Warrior Titan. But it's not like mapping is hard, so... Anyway, those are my thoughts. I'm a Witch main now. We got the Cocaine Ants. I took the passive point out of... Oh yeah, and I did my 4th Ascendancy. It took me 2 tries. It was not hard. Still haven't done it on my main, and I probably won't because I'm probably not playing them very much. I did some changes here. I took out all the AoE nodes over here on the right arm. Stage right. And replaced it with Impact Shockwave. I'll just spend a gem to AoE if I want to, and then when I get to a boss, I'll switch out Concentrated Area for just more single target. I'll just change these 2 gems out, and changing those 2 gems out manually is kind of annoying, but it saves me 4 entire passive nodes. That's worth it. To me. I also took the point out of Gigantic Following. It was funny having huge bugs, but the 25% reduced reservation efficiency is killer. Maybe that number is too high. I'm not sure. If it was 20%, maybe it would be closer, but 25. The fact that putting a little mustard on it, the fact that muster gives 7% more for each different type of reviving minion you have. Gigantic gives them 20% more damage. And when I don't use Gigantic, I can get another 3 minions, which is 21% more. And it's 21% more to everything. So I think, anyway, I went with that. And so now we got a little sniper man whose purpose is to stun. He's a stunner, stone cold. We got a little skeleton storm mage. He's trying to put shock on stuff, particularly bosses. And we got a little skeletal brute for an AoE buff. They got a little cooldown ability here that intimidates monsters, which is plus 10% damage. And it's not much, but it's something. It's a button to press. And he buffs everybody else with 75 or 7% more. So it's kind of nice. Anyway, I got more men. And I still kept the same amount of ants, which is 4. I can go to 5, but I think having an extra 3 minions with all of their abilities and stuff is better than a single extra ant. I haven't done the math on that, but it feels right. I recently spent some points on the Atlas skill tree. I did a 15 to cleanse corruption. Actually, I did a few of them, and now I think I capped out on them. And so I got a bunch of passive points. And I am putting points in the thing that I complained about before, the spirits that nobody likes. I put every point that you can into getting more spirits, except for this one, which I will put points in as soon as I get another point. Specifically, primal spirits, because you can choose. I want primal spirits. Now, why do I want primal spirits? Because this shit is 6 divines each. And so we're farming up our own, baby. Where is it? Talisman of Ralakesh. Talisman of Kaladesh. Magic. Helmet. 6% increased reservation efficiency of minion skills. That ought to give me, just that 1 point ought to give me 1 extra minion at least, I think. Yeah, I think that'll give me an entire extra minion, which means 7% more damage for every minion, and so on and so forth. And I can put that in my helm. However, if I want one, it's 349 exalted orbs. How many divines? 6. Hey, all right. That ain't happening. So you know what? Roll up my sleeves. They got some kind of target farming. Not really, but they give us the Atlas tree, and so I'm going to try to farm them. I'm just doing maps, trying to get spirits, and I'm going to get my own. And I'm kind of ready to get my own, because I killed that Abyssal guy twice. The Abyss boss. And he dropped this. Actually, I think he drops one every time, a Darkness Enthroned. But I got one here. Gains bonuses from socket items as though it has gloves. Gain bonus for socket items as though it was body armor. Once I get the talisman, I'm going to try to get 2 more. So I have 3. I'm going to get a belt that you can socket as though it was a helm, and then I'll have 3 of those, and then I'll have an extra 3 pets. Perhaps 2 if I get another ant. And then we'll be in business. Anyway, this is long-term storage here, but it's working out. Also, my chaos resist is up to 61. I don't really have any other good place to put it. And I would need to drastically change everything, right? Because I would have to switch out this belt, and then now you got to move stuff all over and resists or whatever. But it's a long way. It's a long way off. Corey, 6 of 6. Just got out of work. Well, can't wait to watch the stream. Wait, actually, you said can wait to watch the stream. Okay, you can wait. No big deal. I'll be around for the next 3-4 hours. Thanks for showing up. Okay, and so now I don't think there's a way on the Atlas map to notice that there's a spirit. I don't think spirit is a designation. I think it just happens. Oh, hold on. Let's juice the spirits, actually, because I was doing the strongbox thing for fun because I think strong boxes are fun, but we're not having fun. We are grinding. So contain essences. For modifiers on essence monsters in your mastery, replace with essences when a monster in your map is possessed by a sacred spirit. It also possessed by another random spirit. Double Spearies. And then 100% increased chance for the primals that I'm looking for. I've read this paragraph 2 times and I don't know what the fuck it's trying to tell me. But I'll take this one. And essences are good too. I don't know if this is going to inevitably reduce my chance of primals if it's... Now there's 2 of them on the drop table, you know? I think I'll just spend the 1 point. Yeah, I think I'll just spend the 1 point. And then we'll put some of these back. That guy... Magic pack size, maybe... Just straight up rarity. Yeah, we'll say just rarity. Okay, now that that's all sorted out. Time to just do maps and get spirits. Surely I'll get one of these soon enough. Boom. Greater Exalted Orb and a pointless ultimatum. This is why... Alright, what do we got? Gimme. The only thing I really use Orbs of Alchemy for now is when I come across a white Researcher's Strongbox, I give it 4 affixes. They just have so many and they're not worth anything. How's the volume? Good? Maybe a touch high?
Your swamp fiends won't help you.
I haven't yet gotten to the point where I really need to start looking through the tree on ways to keep my minions alive. I've just naturally been taking stuff that's near defensive ones. Oh, hey, thanks for your purchase. Please enjoy the product. But imagine eventually I will. Their resistances are not capped. And I think I'll probably have to end up doing that to them. Or for them.
A gift from fate.
Ooh, spirit. Blacksmith strongbox, I don't think I care. I'm looking for the researchers ones. Those are the ones that drop currency. I mean, I'll click them normally, but I won't give them anything. Massive great hammer. Fresh. I noticed there's like an alternative build you could do, but you need I can't remember what it is. I think you need strength. There's a chest plate that as an implicit it gets bonus spirit. And so if you're trying to eke out just every last singular drop of any possible spirit, you would use it, but I think it's called Conjurers. I can't remember what the name of it was. Defeat Blue Tor, the Blue Tor. Oh, I didn't select that even. Okay, I'll go back. I don't think it's worth changing everything. I can't afford to anyway. We're in too deep. And there's other ways to get spirit that I also can't afford. There's a passive gem that gives you 2% spirit for every passive spirit gem you have. They're like, I don't think they're unique, or they're colored unique, but you can have more than one. And you get a bonus for each one you have, 2% per. And like one of them is, I can't remember. I clicked on one of them and it was like, oh, you can get one of them for like 17 divines. And I'm like, all right, that's it. Good to know it exists though. Oh, yellow sapphire. Don't mind if I do. Spell damage cadence. Sure. No. No. How you doing, HeyWoah? This is General Grizzly. What's your opinion on the Ogre leaks and rumors? I'm actually pretty excited about it, and I know that's not good for me, you know, but I am actually kind of hyped about it. Mostly because there was a series of coin flips that the Ogre players had to survive during, in my opinion, 4th edition and possibly leading into 5th edition. We had to survive some very important coin flips. And the rumors plus the picture, because we got a GW picture of a gut plate, so we know ogres are getting at least something, right? To me, that's us winning the first coin flip, the most important one. And the first coin flip was, with this army that may or may not be that popular, that no one in the GW offices plays, or seemingly, you know, is very passionate about, filled with only models from Warhammer Fantasy Battle, except for Gorgers. And maybe a foot hero or something. But look, I mean, Beasts of Chaos had a foot hero or something as well. They had a terrain feature. It didn't save them. And so what I'm saying is, we got a Warhammer Fantasy army still. Nobody plays it at GW. Are they gonna... Is it gonna stick around? There were two choices. It was either getting a big refresh, or it was getting flushed into Old World. And to me, it was a 50-50, actually. It was that close. But seeing them get new models and possibly even a range refresh, a la, you know, Skaven and Slaves of the Darkness and stuff, is really puts my mind at ease, right? Because it means they're staying in the game, and I wasn't sure if they were going to. So that's a big win, and everyone should celebrate. I mean, if you give a shit. Everyone who gives a shit should celebrate. That one, at least. And the second one, as to the rumors themselves, well... Sorry, I had to concentrate on that boss fight because it was so mechanically difficult for the Witch Minion build. I hope you'll forgive me, but I had to fully concentrate on that boss fight. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So anyway, first coin flip went up heads. Let's fucking go. It's about time. We deserve it. We were due, you know, all that stuff, all that shit. Whatever other things you want to say. That thing's pretty good. That's alright. What else you got on it? Quantity? Sure. You go there. Ooh, I can 3-up them. Alright. We're 3-up. And now I'm just filled with hopium about what it is, you know, that they could do, what it is the new stuff, you know, looks like or whatever. Here, let me collect my money. Thanks, Angie, for selling my shit. Preach, I'll take the 5. Exalted, no big deal. Black Flame Amethyst Ring. I don't know if that's good. Doesn't seem like it, but hey, all right. Presence, Curse, Magnitude. It's trash. It's fine. It'll be waiting. Just gonna wait patiently there to get 3-upped again. And pull out these. Just keep these in the inventory for when I come across strong boxes that are white and just turn them into quad rares. Higher chance of stuff. Anyway, if the post is to be believed, and we can hesitantly believe it because we're experiencing hopium, right? Then Mournfang are getting a new model, which is great to hear. I might die. I might die when I use this map. This map is crazy. Crit bonus, crit damage bonus, extra fire damage, extra lightning damage, break armor. Am I chilling on that one? Can we chill? I might chill on that one. I mean, I'm not going to just use monsters or evasive, but that seemed like a lot to me. I'm just a little alt, right? Has HeyWoah reviewed the new books yet? I started to, and then I stopped, Andreas. I reviewed the first few books, but it became clear that they were all going to be like that. and I became sad. And I stopped reviewing them because I didn't want to do streams where we're just shitting on stuff the whole time. I wanted to stay positive somehow. And it wouldn't even be the fun sort of shitting on it because really they're not that bad. They're just like disappointing and kind of boring. And I didn't want to bring that energy into the game that I like. And so I stopped doing book reviews. Not like super consciously, but I just never felt like it. It'd just be another, all right, everyone gets kind of sad stream. Because every book is like, your guy, all right, in the index, your guys get +1 to hit, right? And then in the battle tome, on one guy that you didn't want to take before, once per army, your hero phase only, roll a d3 on a 2-up, one guy gets +1 to hit. And you can just extrapolate that to basically like everything. It's, oh, did you used to get this cool buff for free? Like maybe it was an army ability or your guys just had it. Well, now it's on some stupid thing that has to roll for it and it maybe happens. And there's a bunch of limitations on it to get the buff back that you used to get for free. That was cool, you know? And it's just like all the new books. What did you get before? Well, now you got to jump through 3 fucking hoops to get a worse version of it. Log in, dude, log in. And other stuff is just gone, you know. Jingling Buckler, huh? Are you guys done shooting people over here yet? No? Alright. 2 ritual altars right next to each other. Hell yeah. My own creatures make such a cyclically annoying noise right now. I'm considering leaving the game volume muted. Is that wrong of me? I'll just do it in town. It's part of the combat fights. That's fine, right? I'll just tap it down a little bit. I'll just look over at my mixer and change the sound settings really quick while my minions fight something and win. Are you excited for possibly 3 unique heroes for ogres? Yes, I am. Besides a side game, you know, Warcry box thing, ogres have never had a unique, named hero in their main army, like as a real guy. We have them in the lore, but we never have them on the table. And no Hrothgorn Mantrapper from Underworlds and shit like that doesn't count, you know? So I'm excited about it. We were one of the only, I think we're the only army left that doesn't have any named people, but I might be misremembering. Game design question. Have you seen the Hellsmith rules? No. If so, how do you feel about the sideboard bean counting mechanics? They took LRL Aether Quartz. Should I look this up, or do you think you can fit it in a message for what the Hellsmith rule is? Interesting question, and I'd like to know more. Fireslayers, if you take out Godric, well, technically he's not even in the army. He's an ally. Which lore-wise makes sense. But store, website, and whatever, I don't know, man. Just make him the king of Fireslayers. Fuck it. Give him a centerpiece. Call him like the adopted Forge Father. Call him, he's not the leader of Fire Slayers. He's the leader of Fire Slayers that stepped up, you know? Stepfather Grimnir. Discord or on here? On here. Got him. Wait, did I get the checkpoint? Point right there. There we go. Are you interested in Borderlands 4? Because I'm definitely going to be playing it with your sister. My last experience with Borderlands... Jeez. I played Borderlands 1 when they had the cool trailer with the neat song, and I played it with the boys, as you do, right? Multiplayer co-op. And as I was playing it, I'm like, damn, this is Hellgate London. Except trying to be funny. And I'm going to be honest, I think the game was bad, but it was fun with the boys, as most things are. But that was Borderlands 1. I don't know anything that's happened since. I never looked at any of the other ones. It could be an amazing series by now. Maybe it had a bad one and this is the good one or something. I don't know anything about anything. That's like my entire experience with Borderlands. Played the first one, it wasn't a good game. It was kind of a, you know, whatever, but fun to play with the friends on co-op. And then I never really interacted with the series again. I'm about to take a lot of damage. And I mean a lot. Hold on, is this stuck? Is this bugged? Yo, endless breach? The breach will not close? Hold, what happened? How did I do this? How do I recreate this bug? Any POE players? Save the VOD. We need to figure out exactly what I did. Infinite breach. Let's fucking go. Alright, it doesn't get any bigger though, so I guess I'm just gonna collect everything that I missed way over on the other direction. Just casually fighting through the entire breach. What happened? Zachy, make this official. Do it this way. Have this be breach. It's fine. And balance concerns, it's fine. Oh, there it went away. Weird. There's no way it should have stayed open that long. That's insane. Damn, we gotta get our scientists on it. How did that happen? And how can we recreate it? Dude, that thing is supposed to open for like 30 seconds tops. And then rush closed. For those unaware. Something happened. Maybe it had to do with clicking the thing? Having, like if you click at a strong box, it was maybe holding it open extra because sometimes they interact with each other. I don't know. Zoff's Catalyst? Hell yeah. Anyway, very interesting. Perfect Regal Orb, sure. Waystone.
Spirit's made its choice. Time to finish it. Aye, good thing you came by when you did.
And there's a spirit too. Maximum mechanics and a spirit and a ritual altar. There's so much. This is the best map in the universe. All right, we'll quad this up. I don't normally, but we'll quad this up. Borderlands 2 was where they peaked. Okay. It looked like arguably not my type of humor, is what I recall from Borderlands 1. And commercials for maybe 3 or one of the other ones. Stoic Sceptera. Don't care about that. Alright, I'm not gonna play too much Tetris. I'll just sell everything. Hey, that's a good start. Ish. Low spirit roll and a mid armor energy shield roll. It's like not bad. You need a lot of strength to wear it, but like this is the only other potential upgrade path I think for my chest is losing a shitload of energy shield actually, but gaining 22 spirit. Like it's possibly an option. I'm just putting it in here just so I remember what base it's on. There's nothing. I got an owl talisman, which is not what I was looking for, but I'm happy to get talismans. Happy to get any at all. That's what we're doing this for. Get them, in other words. Did I put those in here? I did. Okay, so those, that. This thing. Alright, we're back to normal. Borderlands 3 has the worst main story writing by far, but the gameplay is really good and the DLCs aren't bad. Nice. Yeah, the gameplay was satisfying, I thought. I mean, it's good enough. Story is an easy thing to ignore if the gameplay is really good, obviously, right? So, anyway, Hellsmith Army Rule. Start of game, all units get a desolation point. You then take them and turn them into demonic power points. You can then distribute it to your troops to buff them up by 3. What do you mean buff them up by 3? Do you mean like put an extra 3 models in the unit, that kind of thing? Arcanist Etcher is bad. I gotta fix my loot filter. I'm seeing too much shit. I'm seeing entirely too many things on the ground right now. I don't want to.
Finish it.
Oh, each unit has a buff that can be stacked by 3. Okay. And it does something different for each unit, I imagine.
Finish it.
Now!
Its will be done. Spirit calls.
Flamethrowers, for example, can get buffed up to 3 rend. Oh, okay. Interesting. That sounds fun and cool.
Spirit's will be done.
My official opinion on that rule is that sounds fun and cool. I like it.
Finish it.
Prevent experience loss when you die. I mean, what else is there in here? Nothing, right? All this other stuff I don't care about. I'll take splinters. I'll take that. Reroll. Anything good? No. I'll take splinters. All right. Reroll. Oh, it needs 750 to reroll again. Okay, okay, I can't. Yeah, it's an oil tornado. Well, since it's water, I don't, maybe it's a hurricane, but hell yeah. The unplanned sequel to Sharknado is Sharknado just off the Gulf of Mexico by the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, and the tornado filled with sharks slurps up all the spilled oil and it gets lit on fire, and so it becomes a flaming Sharknado of oil. Anyway, I can't believe they didn't pick up the spec script for that one. Thanks, Grizzly. Hey, you know, if the rest of their rules are as cool as that, then fucking good work. I mean, maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but that sounds like a fun rule. Oh, hey, Spirit.
It's my power to wield.
Yeah, I don't know why you're showing me Arcanists, Etchers, and stuff. That should not be happening. I'm just going to use, like, my other characters one until I fix this. I think so. I don't want you showing me crap like that. I'll just use the normal HeyWoah one for the warrior. And so it'll show me a bunch of, like, hammers and stuff, but at least it'll be less busy. And it still shows you, like, tier 5 stuff anyway, so. Jesus. How many splinters? I guess I could go do a pinnacle boss. I could do like a breach one. I could do a petition guy. I could get lucky with these. If there happens to be a hole in the center for that guy. put that over there. Might as well. You were dead right about the sub-factions. Infantry, Cavalry, War Machine, Wizard. Yep. It's not like bad, you know? It's just one of the ways to do it. I just got excited when they said it was going to be based on playstyle and not the models, and then most of the sub-factions are like, use this model. But you could say that Infantry versus Cavalry versus Wizard are also playstyles. They just also refer to particular models as well. Like they inform what your playstyle eventually becomes. Maybe. Although that's a maybe, and it really depends. Val City or Willa? Val City, dude. I think I'll use one of the lesser ones for this. Oh, I'm working on a video. And it's an Age of Sigmar video. And this might shock you, because thousands of years ago, I used to make Age of Sigmar videos, if you recall. And so I've entered, like, I got my own list of notes in a notepad document, but I'm looking for anybody with any sort of thoughts on this. Because who knows where you can find a good idea, or something that you intrinsically know is true, you just never really articulated it or thought specifically about it or something like that. I'm putting together a video on feedback and suggestions for 5th edition. Because you got to get into that early. I bet they're working on it already, to be honest. And so it's like a 4th edition feedback and things I'd like to see in 5th. And we can quash the obvious ones right now, you know, like, don't sell battle tomes and instead just do everything on indexes, you know, double the size of every rules writing team in your entire company for every one of your games, you know, like, so spare me that stuff, even though I agree with it, because that's like company stuff. I'm talking rules, both core and GHBs and systems and battle tomes and stuff like that. And it's not like buff this army, don't buff that army. I don't give a shit. Like more like game stuff. Like this is, I wish sub-factions worked like this instead of that. I wish artifacts worked this way instead of that. Like artifacts should cost points, or maybe artifacts shouldn't cost points. If you were thinking about doing that, don't do it for X and Y reason. I like battle tactics, but I wish they were this way instead of that way. Stuff like that. We got that oil tornado. The oil NATO. Tornadoil. You would be down for such a video, and it's gonna be hard. But I'm gonna try to use all my writing powers not to sound like a whiny son of a bitch. Because in feedback videos, like, there's a really high chance of you sounding like that almost no matter how many qualifiers you make on every sentence, you know. I'm gonna have to do some voice acting and not just writing. It's gonna be in the delivery. It's not what he says, it's how he says it. Except it's both. It's both what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. Would be cool if you could set it. Yeah, set the army on fire. Yeah. Do it for clicks. How far has HeyWoah fallen? Lighting his ogre army on fire. I could light my army on fire in celebration. Like it's a... I'll turn a sad moment into a joyful one. You know, like some people's funerals, they want them to be a celebration, right? Instead of everybody wears black and cries. It's like, hey, it's a celebration of the person's life. We'll be all positive. They'll be dancing and an open bar and shit, right? And so I'll light my ogre army on fire, but in the background there'll just be an entire 3,000 points of the brand new ogres they just came out with, waiting to replace them. And I'm like, instead of just selling my army or keeping it on a shelf forever, I'm lighting it on fire. Through joy. I'm like, all right, time to build the next one. Melt them into a maw pot, like actually make soup out of them and eat it and then go to the hospital. Man eats plastic, quote, in celebration for some game. Dies. I was not going to attack her. I'm just going to watch you until you go down. Spirits. He's big. Bane Lord the Sith Lord. Oh shit. Okay, he dropped a lot of stuff, huh? This is some kind of stuff dropper. Alright, now that that's cleared out, anything I want. Time for the ritual. Anyway, it's going to be a fine line to cross on the tone of the video. But as always, I want to earnestly be a help. It's probably not going to happen. I don't think they'll watch it. They're professionals, I'm not. You know, all this other stuff, but I just want to help make the game I like better. You know, take my suggestions if they feel like it, or at least they'll take like the pulse of the community and how they feel about something, if not their solutions, just how they feel. That's important feedback too. You reminded me, did you ever make use of the Guy Slaanesh mirror? Yeah, there's a stone horn trampling upon it. It was too good of a story. I had to honor his memory. Speaking of doing kind of that same thing, which is what the ultimate Slaanesh painter man was doing, which was actually based. Like, it was so awesome. Like, no, you don't understand. Every edition I remake the army in the endless pursuit of perfection. And destroy it or sell it. I'm like, damn, what a Slanesh worshiper in real life. That's actually sick.
Death is my power to wield. Ancient fools!
They're trapped. They're stuck. There we go. I had to teleport them out. They had the Three Stooges effect. They couldn't fit through that. They couldn't fit through that gap. Because there were too many of them trying to at the same time.
Obey me!
And, I mean, I guess that'll be me. Not quite as cool. But, yeah, that'll be me. Because whatever the remake of Ogres is, I'll probably be getting all of it. And I'll have, some kind of hobby stream marathon winter. It'll be like a winter of marathon streaming. With some hobby. Oh brother, this stuff stinks. Reroll. A Euler Orb. It's $7.50 to reroll it, but then I couldn't defer anything anyway. So I mean, I'll just take some stuff. Petition Splinter, and we're off.
Another corpse to serve me.
Another corpse to serve me.
Okay, where am I going? There's a rare monster somewhere. Oh, there, I gotta, where's that? I mean, I'll look up here, but I gotta go to that abyss, I think. I don't think I ever quite completed that one abyss. And I can't remember where it was. But maybe there's a checkpoint near it. It'll show on the map. Huh. It's way off center. Crazy. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, fixed. Positively fixed.
Is my power to wield.
Another 2 of those and I'll be 90.
Speak.
Trayfina. A little starter item there. I think I have one already. I do. 4462, 4161. Okay. Junk it.
We need to collect more remnants. Go then.
To not the one with literally everything. Fast monsters, 2 projectiles, 12 additional funny guys, or poison endurance, or a million build up. Let's go fast boys. Fast boys, yellow one. A map with 7,000 special things to do in it. And it's a grassland. I'll take a treasure chest. Oh, it's also delirious. I don't like delirium. It makes all the monsters extremely tanky. And I never have figured out how to make the timer go up.
Another corpse to serve.
Like, I know you're supposed to kill delirium monsters, like a special type that just randomly appear. But I don't know where is it really just random, or is there a process to where they appear throughout a map? Because usually I just wander around killing stuff, and then I just don't find any more delirious monsters, and the timer runs out. It's like, yeah, okay. And I don't know, maybe there's a system to it. Like, the next delirious monsters are always to the left, or something like that. Oh, my team's getting rocked. Oh, a few too many effects. I took a lot of damage in the time between it realized that I pressed pause a long time ago, and now that's a concern. That's a concern. I took a passive node that makes damage come from my mana first. You don't really cast anything. You kind of do, but not really, as a minion. And so it gives me another 800 hit points, essentially. And I'm glad I took that node, because I would be dead right now without it. Wrong box. How high does the number go up to? I'm on 5 right now. What, does it go up to 10? Or is there no limit to what it goes up to? It's just if you happen to run out of creatures eventually. Alright, I thought there was more breach around there, but there isn't. Any more delirious monsters around here? I think that's one. Yeah. Oh, they killed my cleric. Oh, delirium over. I got a paranoia. That's a pretty decent one, I think. I actually can't remember. I just know that isolation is the most expensive one and the rarest. And the one that warrior needs for all of his instills that could even be possible. You need a paranoia, or you need a isolation for any of them. And then I was looking at witches and it's like, oh yeah, of course theirs is cheap as well. Not expensive. Wait, 2 spirits over here? They're just goofing? Alright. Double spirit? Let's go. Hey, where's my team? Oh, there we go. There's a unique right there. How are you going to this one? Hello? Spirit, please. Stag Talisman. Nope, looking for the Kaladesh one. What does Stag do again? Nothing. Just nothing. Hey, alright. Alright, there's a breach up there. Let me real quick get my bearings here. DeVito Stranding, yeah. I didn't have a proper POE thumbnail to use, and so I just chose a random image in my memes folder, and that was it. That was the one. Alright, what was I going to get again? I think I did enhanced barrier last. Am I free? Am I free to choose wherever where was I going? It was towards some sort of energy shield, I think, because like the guy over here is too far away. You don't get enough for that. Maybe pure energy. Faster start. Actually, faster start to it is that's these, right? No, that's recovery rate. Which one is the faster start? Oh, actually, 3% increased max life, mana, and energy shield. And a tiny percent of my life adds to energy shield, and a tiny percent of my mana adds to energy shield. So it's like 3% increased energy shield plus 0.2 plus 0.2 or something like that. And thresholds aren't the worst. That node's okay. Sorry, I should have had this planned out. Just taking minion damage nodes, honestly, isn't actually bad. Even though it's only 10%, it's all that I do, so. And I could work my way towards that. Is there another faster start? Faster start of energy recharge while affected by Archon. Faster start 40%. Archon stuff. Debuffs that expire faster. Oh wait, I put this point here. I probably did that for a reason. Oh, I was probably going towards this. Yeah, this is a fine node to go for, right? Okay, now I remember. I left myself a clue by going here that I should start making my way around to this thing. All right, mystery solved. Apologies for the delay. Now that I'm level 90, I can put another thing in the Infernal Hellhound. I got Loyalty, Meat Shield, Elemental Army, Hulking Minions, just to make him big. And we don't care about Reservation Multiplier because he's free. And then the last one, I mean, I could make him, like Muster wouldn't do anything because it's the opposite of Meat Shield. He's just supposed to live. I can just give him something. Increasing his hit points increases his flame aura shield, right? So maybe I just do something really quick. Like here, have some rapid attacks for some reason, and I'll figure it out later, right? Unless I'm capped on dex, I'm not capped on dex. He's not really supposed to be for attacking though. What are the minion things? Oh, just give him +1 to skill. I mean, that's okay. I could make him explode, but he's not supposed to ever die. You know, Last Gasp isn't the worst. Just so he really, really never dies. Maybe that's his purpose. Alright, I will choose a better one later. But for now, I'll even yet more be like, please don't die. Because he gives me 10% DR, which is huge. Maybe I'll give him some fire exposure thing later. Wait, that's actually smart. I think I have that too. Yeah, he ignites enemies within a radius as though he dealt base fire damage equal to 20% of its life. So can I fire exposure? I don't do elemental damage though, so does that even matter? I don't think it does. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. Once breach. That's a lot of damage. Oh, I didn't know the breach stayed open. I thought if you fucked up, you're just dead. Oh, look at this guy. Hit the watches. He's big. Cool. What a cool looking thing. Hit the watches. Dude, are the breaches supposed to stay open this long? Did I do something? Like every breach I've had before exactly today would have closed a long time ago, and yet this one has stayed open. Why? What's happening? I'm gonna have to run across the entire map to pick up all my stuff because I keep thinking the breach is just about to close. But I've done everything. Alright, I killed everything. Nope, there's stuff in the middle. Okay, far out. Breach ring.
An old prize, locked away. Not for long. Death, take you.
Oh, and also there's... Wait a minute. Ool Nitol's Catalyst. Is this the really good thing? No. There's another Ool Nitos that's worth a lot. One of the new one of the new L supports. And it's worth a shitload of money and is really good. But that's not the thing that dropped. Let's go in the depths. All the bugs just start running the other direction. Sure. Hey, go wherever you want, you guys. I'm just here to help. Big aura. Sorry, I took a tumble. I tripped. And we gotta go up the chute. Superior. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of hammers and stuff. Preserved collarbone. That's one of the good ones. Greater Jewel Eller's Orb. And we're out. Is it boss time? No, it's not boss time. There's a shitload of guys to kill still. Good. I tripped again. Uncut skill gem level 20. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Very nice. I will use it. In fact, I'll use it immediately. More cocaine ants, please. Power version. I think those are actually worth a lot, but I'm not gonna not use a rank 20 skill when it drops. Alright, boss time. Oh, and it's a boss spirit. Cool, I forgot. Forgot about that. Boss spirit? Got him. Oof. Sapphire, cryptic legs. I mean, I'm just gonna take everything. Except the staff. Good shit. Nice map. It had so many things in it.
Have you found more of... I have many, sirs. The deal is made.
Energy shield, max life. It's a good start. Super low max life roll.
Take our gold and go.
No movement speed, no buy. It's like, these are good boots if you could somehow put movement speed on them, which I suppose you could through crafting. No, I'm blind. I'm blinded by the resists and the energy shield.
Our gold is worth more than peace.
Bagged hell. No need. Alright. Put that there, and then leave space for a jawbone as well. I don't need these stat ones anymore. Stats are not necessary. There, and I can put the jawbone one there, and I got all the special ones there. 20 ring. Cold crit, attack speed or whatever. Yeah, hey, alright. Go there. Wait, what is enfeeble? Does enfeeble slow you? Oh, okay. It's just lower damage. Maybe enfeeble's fine. I'm so used to not taking enfeeble because of being on a warrior, but it's fine. I just don't want to move slow. I just don't want to move slow, and after 3 damage modifiers, my guys start to die. Those are just about the only rules, I think. I could take another 20, but I actually just want my main guys to be on 20. Is a 20 still worth a whole lot? Worth 118 exalted orbs. I think I'm selling it. How many divine orbs is it worth? Almost 2, but not quite 2. Our chaos orb's dying. 99, 111. Sure, I'll take it.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
The cocaine ants are eye level 20. The rest of it is just mostly for showing off. What a good map. What a nice map. Here's a cleansed place with a boss. Still looking for that elusive Kaladesh talisman, but I found a few talismans so far, and they tend to be primal. And so that's what we're looking for, is stuff like that. Which precursor? Irradiated, 15. I got plenty of those. I don't know how much that intimidate thing really matters. That button. It could be an alternative minion. Like I suppose it could be a frost mage. I don't think it's that guy's gonna do anything though. Could be the Reaver that run up and attack, and they use like the rage mechanic. I think it's mostly fine. Melt wax melted. I'll take an orb. I like how it's called cowardly. If you use a lower level one that won't get you any ascendancy points. Is it cowardly to farm? I mean, yeah, I guess. Arcane Strongbox. Use it up.
Death is my power to wield.
Sacred Focus worth picking up. not that one, but it's a type that's worth looking at. Golden Charm. Is it time? Is my gear good enough now that I can just put a Golden Charm on? I think the answer is maybe yes. Researcher's Strong Box. It's the one I like. Why do you want me to pick up a slow charm? Do people use slow charms? It was green on the map, which is why I asked. Ooh, another Abyssal Depths? Hell yeah. Is that it for the monsters here? Yes, map completed. Alright, we're going in. I used one of these guys as a Spectre just to see what it is, but because they allow you to tame abyssal creatures now with the most recent little patch thing. And so I picked the coolest looking one, but unfortunately they move too slowly. They have a ranged ability and a melee ability, and their decision making as for which one to use at any one time is a little lacking, and they're slow. They look really cool. So it was a bit unfortunate, but I tried all the other abyssal guys too, and there's just problems with all of them. I wanted to use the degen guys because those fucking destroy me when you stand in their stuff, but the problem is they don't create it unless they die. And so I guess you could make a whole bunch of them and then put them on like a sacrifice loop. And then hope a boss just stands in it for a while, but I don't know. It felt like too much of a gimmick. Remind me to put that golden charm in next time I get back to town. I think I'm ready to redo all my charms finally. And have them make sense. Sanctified Tarjay. Wait, there's yet another trove? Okay. Sceptra. Wrong type. Wraith Scepter is the wrong type, but I'll look at it anyway. Another trove, and another trove. Alright, then we gotta go here, and we got the Abyss. Oh, that's it, huh? Okay. To the surface with you. Oh, map completed, huh? Okay. Doing a spirit sweep.
What is it? I serve.
Gamble sprint. In 10 to 40% increased movement speed at random when hit until hit again. Trigger decompose skill on stepping. So you're just stepping. Well, into the vault you go. Oh, I already have a gamble sprint. Hey, alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna do my charms. Stunned, poisoned, frozen. Since I'm an energy shield human, should I not do poison, bleed, and money? Should we do poison, bleed, money instead of stun? I have stun on warrior because you die instantly if you ever get stunned, but you might not as a witch. I mean, I'll try it out. We'll see if I'm randomly dying more and it was just saving me and I didn't realize it, that kind of thing. Could use them up too. Let's see. Charges per second, recover mana. Sure, that's fine. Gain a charge when you kill an enemy. Sure, that sounds good. Recover life when used. Sure. And recover life when used. Sure. Charges per use. I mean, fine. Yeah, okay. Okay. Refill it down. Next map, please. I'll get that spirit one of these days. Almost out of decent ones. I guess these are nice over here. But how to get there? I mean, these don't have the cleansed stuff on them, but I think it's still fine. We'll do a Sleek. That beautiful silence before you move one time and the ants show up and start making noise. Chief complaint with minion class is that you can't turn on or off the abilities of your pets. I think you should be able to. I think you should be able to command your pet to, like... I mean, you shouldn't be able to turn off basic attack or something like that, but... if they got some annoying-ass ability, you should be able to tell them not to use it. They're your specters. Like, you... they should listen. I know there's an option in there to, like, always attack without moving, which I assume you do your spellcaster maybe like that, but I never clicked the button, so I'm not sure if you're supposed to or not. I haven't. Obviously, I'm running mostly a melee composition, so... oh wait, I forgot. There's a treasure up here. Ancient Jawbone. Oh, that's money. That's the money melon. Nice drop. It guarantees higher affixes when you're desecrating a weapon. It's very sought after because it's good. I'm not trying to build a weapon right now, but I guess I could. Now that that thing dropped, the thing is so good that it's like the singular thing that drops, and then you're like, ooh, maybe I could build a weapon. My main hand is actually very good. But that's never stopped anyone from trying to get better. It's like the affixes on my weapon are really good, but its level is low. So that's the problem with it. So the skeleton minions that it summons are low level. Loose rubble. Anyway, this is it. 20% increased spirit is, I guess, kind of on the lower rolls. It's tier 5. But it's at least on there. And then plus 3 minion skills. Allies in your presence deal 39% bonus damage, which is one of the ones you really want to get. It also has added physical and increased attack speed and elemental resistance. Like, as far as looking for specific mods on a scepter, this thing is excellent. It is level 58, unfortunately. And some of the rolls are kind of low, but you couldn't ask for too many better affixes on a scepter. So I don't know if I'm going to try to get greedy with it and make a new one. Large strongbox. I guess I could. Absolute exploders. Dude, there's some creature in this map that positively flash grenades the screen. I don't know what it is or what it's called, but I see it when it dies. Those things. Grabbing that checkpoint quick. Third ritual.
Obey me.
Damn, somebody was hella sniping me. Oh, failed. Failed into can't reroll. That's a tough one. Austere Garb. Oh, evasion energy shield. Okay. Yes, a spirit. These are what I'm going for. Good, Kaladesh talisman. Wait, this spirit is blue. I can't remember which color equates to which type. There's wild, primal, and something. And primal's the one I'm after. I don't know which color is which, though.
Death is my power to wield.
Oh, it reloaded. That's why I can't see any of that stuff. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I saw the rest of this map already. All right. Breach Bash Bingo. Now. I am dying entirely too much. There's nothing close to that area. Okay.
Death is my power to wield.
Maybe worth. Ooh, I already have one. Okay. Ancient jawbone. What's that thing worth now?
Oh, it's you.
I want the Exalted Orb. I have Ancient Jawbone. 211. Okay. Okay. I'm going to be honest, I kind of want to make a weapon out of it. What's currency for anyway? After getting stuff. Oh, chat, do you want to see the most tragic one-hander? I was farming for one-handers for the warrior. I think this season, with the abilities that you have and the armor that you have, 2 one-handers might actually be viable, and I wanted to test it out. And so I found a green one-hander, the ones that can't miss. And I put, it was like the perfect blue roll, and I built it all the way up since it was a little child. You know, I just put everything on it. And then finally I desecrated it with the reroll. And all I needed was plus the skills. And instead, the reroll failed, and the best I could get was 14 life per enemy killed. But look at this thing, 168 increased physical damage. Tier 6 cold damage, tier 3 fire damage. Leeches 8% physical damage as life, and 24% increased attack speed. Like this thing with like +4 skills on it would be perfect. Instead, maybe we'll annul it and try again with a reroll. I don't know. Or maybe crafting stuff for the warrior is just not a priority anymore, and the almost could have been just stays that way forever. One of the two. I mean, it almost could have been. I mean, this is why you start with a weapon that begins with plus the skills on it, I know. But it started with bonus. Dude, it started with like extremely high physical damage plus 25% moves or attack speed. And I'm like, I can't give that up. Like a 1 in a million. I just need to find skills on it. Couldn't do it. That's why they're worth the big bucks if they have them. Purple spirit. Breach spirit. Energy shield gone. Hold. Hold. Let's fight the boss during a breach. In the breach zone. That's probably cool, right? Wah, wah, wah. A Death Maul? A Darth Maul just dropped? Superior Valmits. Doesn't look especially superior to me.
None can oppose me.
There's the abyss. I was wondering where that was in this map. Where's the abyss? Oh no. Hold on, phone call. All right, never mind.
Give my power to wield. Now!
Never mind. They left a message. I'm like, I'll call you at 6 o'clock Saturday. 4:30. They call 9 times. 9 missed calls. Spaced 12 seconds apart. And I'm like, oh no, is it an emergency? Like, is someone on fire? No. It's not. They just wanted to know essentially the information that I said I would call them at 6 to tell them. That's it. Man, phone users, dude, they're so weird. Superior, I guess. Map's complete. I'm just seeing if there's any extra content lying around. Oh, I already went there because the map reset. Oh man, scepter. Okay, a lot of omen scepters are dropping, which if it was a different class of item I'd be happy about. But I want the skeleton scepters. Specifically. It's a lot of tier 1s and tier 2s, but one of them is thorns damage and the other is life regen. And that just can't be enough. Like that can't be good enough.
Have you found more? I serve. The deal is made.
Plus 1 level of minion skills, nope. Not enough. Temporal chains, into the trash you go. A bunch of other stuff, sure. Don't mind if I do. That one goes in number 2. Along with him. And an 18. Didn't something kind of worthwhile drop and I couldn't remember what it was. I was going to look it up. Oh, it was that ancient thing, right? Yeah. Oh, I have another Bleedo charm. 3 seconds of immunity, 3 seconds, 0.7. Duration and charges. I think gaining a charge when I kill an enemy. I think that's the way. I think that's proper. Yeah, okay. Next. Little boss area. Okay, we got bomb lobbers on this map, so I always have to be watching the ground for the almost imperceptible little tiny bombs to blow up. Greater Iron Rune, you love to see it. Greater Resolve Rune, it's fine to see it. It's fine to see it. I find myself not using stats in my gear. But on my warrior, I find myself constantly using stats on my gear. And what I mean is like 10 strength here, 10 strength there. Maybe, I guess that's Titan's Grip, right? It triples the requirement on shit, so of course you would be pressed for stats, basically from birth until death. That presser. As per my last email, I will technically call them back early, according to what I said, but clearly later than they would like. So maybe this will be the last map. I got to get back to some. Got to make a business call. So as far as the spirits go, I would appreciate one in this map, and we'll just get that. We'll just get that ultra rare talisman, and I'll be on my way. If you don't mind, kind of pressed for time. Irradiated? Nah, I got plenty of irradiated ones. Boss. Well, there's not always a spirit. Like, there isn't one in every map. There's just a much higher chance of it after all my specking. Molten Hamler. Nope. I think Molten Hammer is like fundamentally awful because the stat you're looking for on all weapons forever is +% physical, so that the weapon's just damage itself can be high enough to matter. But if the Molten Hammer has a hidden affix that splits its damage between fire and physical, which it does, it means like the base damage affix that you're looking for on the weapon is only half as effective. Oh, you know, well, I mean, maybe if you're talking about the perfect possible roll in every single slot of the weapon, you could have plus elemental, because you can get that thing up to well over 100% just on normal rolls. So if you have like 150 physical bonus damage and then like 150 elemental bonus damage, and then it's split between both, and then you get maybe that ends up being better, but it makes it even more impossibly rare, and in general it'll just be worse. It's a really cool idea to have the hammer just intrinsically be this fire damage thing, 50-50. Defeat Kason, the deplorable. Or Connell. Connor the Tormented. Got him. Did I go into the abyss on this map? I can't remember. There might be an abyss going part of it. Big robe. Big robes. Let's find out. There was so much to do, I forgot if I went into these depths or not. No, I guess I didn't. I saved it. Cool. Good, I wanted just a little bit more, you know? I just wanted a little more in this map. Good work. dankness awaits. Dude, the loot. Absolute spam. I don't even know what I'm picking up.
Ruby.
Shrine Sceptor. Uh, 60. Oh, it can go that high? 67? And that's only tier 4. See, this thing just isn't high enough level. It's got attack speed. This thing's actually good. It doesn't have the most important stat, which is plus the minion skills, but technically allies in your presence increase damage is better than spirit. Unless you're on some sort of particular... Wait, that was a tier 4. Okay, but what is it? Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of physical damage. All right, what about ceremonial robe? Yeah, 1 million max life. Fuck off. I'll take that thing. Tassiandra Tassiara. It's called fixed crossbow. It'd be very funny if it used to be overpowered. I knew I was missing something. There we go. And a stellar amulet. Very good. And a max roll conjurer's mantle. Interesting. I'll take that one. Maybe. It's trash. Okay, I'll take this back. Return to the surface, please. I'll mute those guys in town. Always keeping the viewers honest. Yeah, don't need that. Think about that thing later. Already have one of those. It's probably bad. That might be a project. Probably not, but it might be. This thing, do I have an orb of annulment? Or not an annulment. Do I have a chance orb? I do. An orb of chance. What's the thing that, do I have a thing that does that? Can't remember what it's called. I don't. I used to. I think I sold it. Or used it. I probably used it. Alright, we'll do that later. Hey, I got a stellar amulet, though. Dex int. Put the stuff back. And another collarbone. Good work. Increased monster dam. But what else? 2 additional projectiles. But what else? Double damage. Sure. I'll take it. Anyway, good shit. I gotta call this guy back, apparently. Keeps calling, even though I said I would call him in an hour. Hey. Thanks for being here for episode 8, even if it was a shorter one. Any excuse, you know? TYVM. Nice Saturday. I'll stream tomorrow, probably longer. What's better, morning or evening for Sunday? I always found Sundays are, people are just doing stuff on Sundays, it seems. At least my viewers. But we'll play it by ear. Anyway, TYVM for watching.